And you know, we talk a lot on this show about many of the technologies and programs at NIST. NIST is very important within our industry, test and measurement, metrology. And usually what we talk about is, for instance, the Baldrige program, also something from NIST. It's very important, or MEPs, the Manufacturing Extension Partnerships. And sometimes it's about new technology out of NIST. But I think what we don't talk about enough is NIST's outreach programs, of which there are many, but particularly those programs related to STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM education. And so if you want to read about some of the exciting things, really exciting things that NIST is doing with STEM outreach, take a look at Janita Pritchett's article, Strengthening the STEM Workforce Pipeline Through Outreach. Pritchett is an academic program manager in the NIST International and Academic Affairs Office. And so this, of course, STEM out, she's also an associate professor. So obviously STEM, science, technology, she works for NIST. Obviously this is all very close to her heart. Ben, I wanted just to highlight a few of the things that Pritchett, through NIST, is doing in order to excite particularly young minority women in STEM topics. So for instance, Pritchett spoke at the Black Women's Agenda 40th Annual Symposium Workshop and Awards Luncheon. Black Women's Agenda had launched a couple years ago, 2014 I think, Inform and Inspire, which is a series of workshops that give middle school girls, so 7th and 8th graders, or 6th, 7th and 8th girls, a chance to explore STEM careers, and this is important, meet African American women working in these fields. As I said, women and minorities in particular are really underrepresented in STEM education, or in STEM topics, so this was really a great opportunity to reach out to them. Pritchett also teamed up with Miss USA 2017, Cara McCullough, who is a former physical scientist at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, and she teamed up with her to help launch the nonprofit Science Exploration for Kids, or the SE4K, Science Education for Kids. Cool. That program offers interactive science-related programs for students in K through 12. And what's cool about this program, says Pritchett, is that while there is obviously learning, that's the goal of it, it also focuses on things like teamwork and self-confidence and career development, all while having fun. And I think that's what's important about, keep in mind about these programs, is the idea is to excite kids, not just, here's some science and technology, engineering and math, isn't this boring? It's, no, this is exciting stuff. Here's what's going on with it. These programs tend to be very hands-on and interactive to get kids to see what's going on in STEM topics and not to be afraid of it. And the problem is when you're afraid of something, it makes it harder to learn. If you're excited about it, it's easier to learn. It's just a little connection the brain makes, right? If it's hard, if it's boring, it must be hard.
You put up, exactly.
Okay, there's also a couple other programs I want to mention. STEMversity, which is a nonprofit located in Milledgeville, Georgia, that offers training and educational programs for those preparing to enter college or the workforce, especially areas that have historically lacked diversity. And in fact, in 2016, NIST awarded STEMversity a 3-year measurement science and engineering research grant to support the advancement of the program itself, so very important on that. And another program, STEAM Forward, STEAM Forward, which Pritchett launched last year specifically for the kids at the NIST Child Care Center. NIST is a big organization. They've got their own child care center there. And it features weekly interactive, low-cost, hands-on activities that explore topics related to the different career paths at NIST. So this is a great thing, and this is stuff that we're seeing not only in industry-sponsored STEM programs, which kind of show the industry side of STEM, which is important, but we're seeing programs like those at NIST that are coming at it from the topic from a broader perspective, particularly the broader perspective that NIST can offer. So I mean, I think these type of programs are what industry and organizations like NIST are doing to get kids excited, get them growing in order to fill, again, this skills gap that we see that really needs people skilled in science, technology, engineering, and math.
And I mean, what she's focused on here is women.
Particularly, yeah, you
young,
can see
young
a lot of
girls
these
and women, yeah.
young girls and women in particular, and also minorities.
Minorities,
Yeah.
and I mean, you talk about, I mean, the lack of diversity, you really do see it. I mean, if you go to like a NIST, I'm sorry, you go to like an IMTS or a CMSA, you really do see, increasingly you see more women.
More women and more minorities, but it's only recently.
It's really just recently. So I mean, these are really important initiatives, you know, to bring more people in, because I mean, we need as many people in these industries as we can. These are good jobs. I'm going to be actually covering a story later in the show showing that there's really going to be a lot of openings in manufacturing in the coming years that may or may not be able to be easily filled from the existing pool of candidates. So this is important stuff. So I'm glad that Janetta. There it is right there, Janetta Pritchett.
Janetta Pritchett, right.
So I'm glad she's doing that. Good stuff there. Okay.